Hi everyone and welcome to the first card tutorial of 2021. It is a quick and simple Happy New Year card, and I do believe you can send New Year cards all the way through January because that is what I'm going to do. And it's also a very good thing for you who forgot to send out any kind of Christmas cards. Well, that's me. That's me. I did not make any Christmas cards this year, so I really wanted to kind of celebrate the new year with my friends and my family, so I thought I send a little note to them because I can't see them. But anyhow, these cards are made mainly with cardstock and dies and just a teeny tiny bit of stamping. I hope you like it, but let's jump down to the table and start crafting. To make this card, you need an A2 card base. You also need a card panel. I have cut mine out in some summer splash cardstock with the Blueprint 27 outline die that has those sweet little scallops. You also need some alphabet die. I'm using the Impact alphabet die, and I'm cutting the letters out in white cardstock, and then I am cutting one of them, in this case the second P, in some summer splash to match the cardstock and give it an extra little detail. And for some more detail, I have created my own little pop-up sticker with snowflakes, where I have the middle snowflake in the same color as my back panel and the bigger and the smaller in white. And to finish it off, I'm using the little flag die from the Blueprint 27 for my sentiment. To make the snowflake pop-up sticker, I have cut out those 3 little snowflakes. Then I'm cutting this teeny tiny little square of foam tape, that is the 3M Scotch foam tape, and I place it on the back of the bigger snowflakes, so that is going to kind of pop up all of the snowflakes together. Then I'm going to use some glue dots to glue them together, and that is mainly because I couldn't find my Fawn glue pen and all of my other glues had dried out. So something I have to invest in 2021. I rolled the little glue dot into a little sausage, and then I lined it up with the spokes of that little snowflake. I kind of angled the snowflake so that it got the spokes of the bigger snowflake in between the spokes of the middle snowflake, just to give a little bit more dimension to my little pop-up sticker. And I'm doing the same with the top sticker. I'm just rolling together that little glue dot. I am putting it, hiding it behind the spokes of the snowflakes. I'm angling it across so it lines up with the bigger snowflake, and there is my pop-up snowflake sticker. For the sentiment, I am using a Hero Art stamp set. I'm using the Happy New Year, and I actually just cut out the New Year out of the stamp. I probably would have used another one because this was really fiddly and I kind of did that, but I didn't have any, so that was the one I had. I'm gonna stamp that with some of my favorite things, ink, dye ink, which matches the color of the cardstock, so it is also summer splash. I really like this, like coordinating inks and cardstocks. It makes everything so much easier to coordinate. So yeah. When I have stamped it, I am going to cut the other flag end, and this is how you can do your kind of custom sized flags. So the flag die is from the Blueprint 27, and it is very long, but I'm gonna shorten this flag just by lining it up with the end of the sentiment. Then I'm lining the whole flag inside that die. Have a little piece of tape, which have been on there for pretty long time, for pretty many of these, and I just run it through my die cut, and the tape helps it hold it in place, and there you have a perfect custom sized sentiment strip. I'm using some 3M Scotch tape at the end of it, and I had this little piece left from fixing with the letters, so I decided just to add it use up the scraps that I had. So now it's time to put it together. I have all of my pieces ready to go. You could just sit and do this, like do all of the card bases and then do all of the panels and do all of the letters and then sit and put all of the snowflakes together. That was how I did, because I did like 25 or 30 of these. I also made a little template. So basically just took a panel in white and I cut it down for where I wanted the bottom of my letters to be. Also, I have that little fold in the middle. You actually saw it better down on the table than when I'm trying to do that. But that is actually the perfect middle of the card. So then I know where to line up my little P. So I'm starting off by removing all of the little tape from the back side, because then I can just take each letter and just add them to the card base. So start by lining up the P, kind of wanting the middle to go just a little bit right in the middle of that hole in the P, basically. Then I'm lining up the A and the H. As you saw, I have chosen to go with a different color of the second P, so the fourth letter. I thought that would give it a little bit more, just a little detail that kind of pops a little bit and wouldn't make it as plain. I wanted to have just slight details, but to make it very easy to make, but still give it a little bit of a difference than usual. So I did that. And when I actually get that away, I'm gonna add the little sentiment strip, pretty easy. I'm just gonna line it up underneath, have about the same width above the sentiment as I have between the letters. And that is kind of the main. Before I put on the snowflakes, because it uses the glue dots, it's a little bit more sensitive, I add my Tonic funky tape runner and I put it on my card base. So that is kind of the main part of the card done. To finish it off, I'm just going to take my little snowflake here, remove the paper from that, and just attach it. I'm using my tweezers because I was a little bit shaky that day and they make it a little bit easier, but I just lined it up and there is my card. It's very quick, it's very simple, but you can do a lot of them. So here's another version of the card where I used white back and blue letters. I also reversed the colors on the snowflake for that card. Here's the card that I made today. Again, this is with the dark with the blue as the backdrop and the white letters. I also made them in pink, so I have the same in pink with the pink background, the white letters, and then I did the reversed where I had the white background and the pink letters. So that is my first card of the year. I hope you liked it. If you do, please thumbs it up. It means a lot to me. If you want to see similar cards like this, hop on over to my blog, because I have been posting cards with the same layout but for other occasions this whole week. Just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!